maybe they can't be beaten. I'm throwing out stuff here, guys, because I'm at a loss. Um, maybe they can't be beat. I mean, it's a possibility. I asked for 2 games, and he only gave me 5 minutes or maybe 6 minutes. Um, and that's where Rafinha is a class A break. Sorry, again, guys. Press pause, get a meal, get a drink, because this is going to be a long post-match analysis. Because I think I'm going to go deep. This is going to be one of my more philosophical post-match analysis. Because I have many thoughts in my head, because there are a lot of thoughts. So forgive me if it seems as if I'm just going around in different places. So first off, you start with the injury to Robin, and really how Real Madrid set up, because I'm thinking to myself that there's something really wrong with this Bayern team, and it isn't your Pankers. As in, what is wrong with this Bayern team is not your Pankers. It isn't his fault. But there is something that isn't clicking. There isn't a spark with this Bayern side. And with Real Madrid, there's something very, very dangerous. And this is a warning to Liverpool and Roma. Well, most likely Liverpool, if they do, if that is the final, which is most likely might be, it is Liverpool. When a team doesn't have to play well to win, that's very scary. That is very, very scary, because this wasn't one of Real Madrid's best performances. Again, Bayern did not play very well, and I talk a lot about mentality and a winning mentality and a psychology and a state of mind. And a state of mind is a powerful tool in sports. For me, it's potentially even much more powerful than actually the physical, because the mental can somehow coerce your body to do things that it physically wouldn't do in a normal mental state. And there's just something about this team where they know how to win games. They know how to get it done, specifically in this competition. Obviously, when it's Leganes and people, that's different. But just with this team, they just understand what needs to be done. So we start with, how did Bayern lose this game? Because you don't want to look at just merely individual errors, because that Rafinha error was huge. But you look at the Marcelo goal, and that's why this team is so dangerous, because that goal came out of nowhere. That goal literally came out of nowhere. A ball over the top, and it's just a ridiculous, amazing volley with amazing accuracy. That just says again how, first of all, this team is so hard to beat, and they can score whenever the hell they want. And Marcelo is the best offensive left back of all time. I don't care what anyone says. I'm going to go a step further. Marcelo is the best offensive, keyword, relax guys, we can worry about the best offensive defender in the world, bar none. Let's switch over to Bayern Munich right now. The best player on the pitch for me was Ribery. He was easily the best player on the pitch, followed by Joshua Kimmich, one of the most versatile young player in the world who can pretty much play anywhere. And that was a very good goal. Never should have done better, but it was still a very good goal. Ribery, my lord. Because I've insulted Ribery. I said this guy needs to retire. He's too old. at 35 years old, the way this guy was playing the wing, I was like, my gosh, this guy's just reminding people how to play this position. None of this like inverted inside winger crap. He is walking the width. He is standing up his opposite number. He's standing up the right back and he's turning him inside out, and he's putting in a cross. He's putting in balls in. He's delivering balls into the box. It was such a beautiful thing to see a guy just play a winger how it's supposed to be played. But for as much as Ribery tried, the Polish nuke wasn't really having it. He was in and out of the game. He wasn't really having it. The one chance he had, he fluffed it. Muller did his thing, but again, Muller just did not really feature and just was not really as effective as he normally was. Thiago was and that Robin thing pained me. That's harsh. I mean, guys, let's just, that's harsh. Maybe you know what I see a pattern in life that whenever I get excited about something or I pump something up, the opposite happens. I think life saw that I was really happy, really excited that yes, Robin, he could probably do something. This was a game that he could have really done something because it was such an itty bitty game. And yeah, there you go. I got screwed over. Because again, like Bayern they literally did not have a right wing, and it is too much to ask Kimmich to keep on running, doing the wing work, and also doing the defending as well, because he had to watch Christian as well as doing the attack, and he did that very, very well. Just shows you how talented that dude is. But you can see why Bayern were always going to the left, because there was nobody there on the right to really offer that with. Let's go back to Real Madrid. Brave from Zizou. Bale's done. Bale. You could see his work. Bale know that if there's a bigger slap in the face where he's starting Vasquez ahead of you and you don't even play the whole 90 minutes like Bale, you're pretty much done. But I liked what he did because Benzema is a brick for me. I told you the guy has a scholarship in the Brick Academy, and it was wise of Zidane said, you know what, I'm going to give this Vasquez guy a chance. I'd have actually started with Asensio, but again, the Zizou man, he brings on Asensio, the guy gets that KG. But I think for Real Madrid, even if they didn't play well, they contained Bayern very well. Bayern never really opened up Real Madrid, and people talking about how Real are not too good defensively. Sorry, man, they're the defensive setup. I told you the only guy that was really cutting Bayern open was this dude was Ribery. Thiago, Javi Martinez, James Rodriguez, these guys, they were going deep and they were not finding any balls. All of those little pockets that they could find in the middle of the pitch, they were just being closed off because Real Madrid had an amazing shape, and Varane, Ramos, Casemiro, and even the whole team as a whole knew when to squeeze, knew when to double team, knew when to intercept, and just read Bayern really, really well. So look, man, so this is all he wants, man. Sorry, I think he did his homework on Bayern. There were a few openings that Bayern had. There were a few good openings had, especially in the second half, and they did not manage to execute them, So, shouldn't jump into conclusions, But I'm a man of reality. Do you really see this Bayern team beating these guys? Also the injuries as well. So Boateng could be out. Robin is out. Vidal's already out for injury. Alaba is a maybe. I don't see this Bayern team going to the Bernabeu and winning 2-0. This Bayern team are not winning 3-3-1. We're gonna have to talk about that three. We're gonna have to talk about that three. But there is just this team, this generation. They are the best away team in Champions League history. These guys, they really do not give a flying F that they're playing away from home. I mean, the disrespect that these dudes have for other people's venues is ridiculous. You're playing in someone else's stadium and they're playing like, yeah, well, whatever, we're coming here to come and win. It's madness. Yeah, I mean, look. I mean, it's like I'm sorry, I'm at a loss because I think the bottom line here is this: this Bayern team are not strong enough to beat Real Madrid. They're not strong enough to beat. But I think the commentators even alluded to it, where the team last season 100% were equipped to take them out. Again, things happened, referee and so forth. It didn't happen. This Bayern team, with the injuries that they have and in the states that they're in, I'm sorry, with the injuries, I'm sorry that they're not equipped to beat this Real Madrid team. So it's the guys. I don't think I'm jumping into conclusions. The tie is over. It's over. Real Madrid are in the final. They're in the final. And it's looking like if most likely they'll be facing Liverpool. And yes, Salah's will be a problem. But this team has full strength. And the belief that they have in their game. And the players that they can bring on that's the thing. Their first team rolls. But this is a team that can bring a guy like Asensio off the bench. They can bring a dude called Kovacic off the bench. These are two guys who would be starters for most teams. That's amazing. I just bit my tongue. So, I'm sorry, man. The tie is over. Bayern, I'm sorry. It's not happening. Uncle Heinkes. I mean, if Heinkes somehow conjures up something in Bernabeu, man, I mean, the guy has to be called Chief Oga, but I think it is over. This Real Madrid team, sorry, haters, you just have to admit that this is a very, very special team that just knows how to win. It doesn't have to look good, because respect the fact that these guys know how to win. Thank you for watching this video. Think about pledging and become a Half Football Hot patron. Pledge an amount each month and gain access to exclusive videos from your boy, the Football Hot, for more analysis. Peace.